All right, how about now? You got Can you hear me now? Testing. Hello. Cool. So, what was I doing? Chart. So this is that back and forth that's going on. Right, we had this opportunity open up short, decline, then a big move to the upside off of the low. And I'd say, this is an important price level here. At the end of the day, when we close, we should be right around this price level. Right, so the Princess of Swords price level right here. And then I'd say that there's another price level that's important. Which we could call the science level, I think, probably at the end of the day. So I have to do it on the main. I have to make the change on the main chart, or it doesn't stay. Hermes, you okay, buddy? Right, we established support at the high here around this price level. This is an important price level. Oh, I got something in my eyes, guys. Um, and when we hit the high, it's going to be very quick. And then my expectation is that we have a decline in the pre-market into a low, and then we may very well come back to that price level. In actuality, wow. Again? Yeah, very toppy. So pretty much that price level is like where we're at right now, roughly is like where we probably want to utilize this as an exit price level, like around here, for any long positions that were opened up in the morning or midday. And then tomorrow, in the midst of a decline, which it's hard for me to determine if it's happening. It doesn't look like it's happening. The decline's happening throughout the day. It looks like it's happening overnight. And there's like a fast sudden move higher marking the end of a period of what do you call volatility. So probably at the low there's a fast sudden move higher, most likely off of the low, fast sudden move higher to a crest. Well, if you might want to hold on to those long positions if you haven't closed them. But I mean, this price level right around here, this is going to be considered the new science price level. So we've got Princess of Swords, which is over here, and then we've got the new science level, which is going to come up around here. This is probably very brief, guys. Like the peak, you should probably take this opportunity to close a long position. That's what I would do. I would probably close a long position in here. It could probably go a little bit higher, but in the midst of this move higher, that's what I would look to do, because it's going to be very brief, the actual peak. It'll be like in a lot of cases with the indolence card, it's like one candlestick is the high. You don't see it again because it's easily missed. And it's followed by a decline through multiple support levels. Testing. Jeez, crazy volume issues today. Yeah, see, this is a pretty notable spike. So I think probably the decline here in the very early morning offers an opportunity to get back into a long position around a low here. Again, with like probably that Ace of Wands science card again. Fortune card is very toppy. Ace of Wands card is very toppy. This is very toppy. This is very toppy. Jeez. Again, I'd probably take this spike that we're seeing here as an opportunity to exit. It might be a little early, but with the indolence card at play, February 2nd. Yeah, so I think there's likely a rally out of on the first. There's a rally out of a support level and a low towards the end of the day after a sharp decline. But I don't see it on the daily chart. That's the thing. I see Ace of Discs here at end of day. I see the decline. It looks like probably the following morning. Yeah, that full card is probably a pretty big decline. This is a pretty big decline here. This just seems very like there's a lot of bullish stuff going on, but midday would be like it's really difficult to determine. I don't think that this is a high. I think that this is probably. Let's take a look here. Why did I star that? Oh, right, because it's there on the monthly. Yeah, guys, if you're still in a long position, you should get out. And then tomorrow morning, there'll be an opportunity to get out of the short position. So February 2nd, Winesso, is there something in particular that you'd like to know about February 2nd, or you just want like the recap of what the video said? Higher high for gold and silver. So as far as gold and silver go, guys, Carolyn, my sense is that we have a high. It's either a higher high or roughly the same high. A lot like a lot of other things here between the third and the seventh, roughly. Might even be on the second. But it's really toppy at the beginning, the very beginning of February for silver. Matter of fact, I think the high might even be on the 18th. But there's still some room to go on silver. So probably the same with gold. I haven't really taken a look at gold in any detail. Guys, this is so like there's probably like a total premium, or there probably was a total premium if you sold your calls into that. I'm sure you'd probably be a very happy camper tomorrow. And then the puts, you likely have an opportunity here at the beginning of the day to close out of the short position. Okay. It looks bullish to me here. Um, with possibly like a pretty big drop at the very, very end of the day. We go from like a low to a high to a low. It looks like we have like a big move higher and then a full retracement of that move, and it looks like the full retracement happens towards the very end of the day. And that being, I would this looks very bullish to me, which is why I'm kind of like you know pensive about it. Is because this looks very bullish to me here, but there's indications that we turn around, like the overall theme card, the horse, the protection ruin, and then the ace of discs, cross correlating with the ace of discs on the on the 1 month for February, which correlates to a prominent low. Those are the indications that lead me to believe that there's a pretty notable drop at the very end of the day. Oh, and another one is that um, there's a correlation to the ruin card here on the first as well. Right, like we're right now we're kind of in this area here, so we should see similar behavior, chart behavior, price behavior that we see over here, as far as like ups and downs and like the sideways volatility. That's pretty much what I see, what we're expecting, right? And it goes hand in hand with the retrograde, so it gives it even more weight. Yeah, it looks pretty bullish around 2 p.m. But remember, guys, like it can vary a little bit. It's not always exact on the hour. Like often it is, but often it's I'd say it's 50-50 if it's exact on the hour there. It's the sequence of events that you want to pay attention to, right? And the reason why I say that is because excuse me. There's protection ruin and the fortune card at the end of the day. Also a pivot point, it looks like, correlates to the art card, which is a prominent move followed by full retracement, right? And there's a trade opportunity at the beginning of the day. There's a trade opportunity at the end of the day, and then there's a trade opportunity midday. Um, so I think probably a pretty notable fake out. Like there's going to be a reversal, and then there's going to be some more bullish, like a drop around noon, like maybe a little sooner than noon, and then we go bullish again. But at the end of the day, there should be a pretty significant drop. What do you mean AI ticker? Like artificial intelligence? Is this a pure play on artificial intelligence? Carolyn, does that company do anything other than AI? Or are they just straight AI? My feeling is they're straight AI. Am I right in that sense? I love that. Impossible is outdated. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. That is yes. Yes, more please. See, they should take out of. They should say as creators, the world's first AI operating system, because that's what you are. You're a creator. I wish people would use communication properly, but you have to see it the way it is before you can communicate it, I guess. Oh man, okay. Oh. So there's going to be a sharp dip in Veritone, followed by like a revisiting of these price levels. That's what I'm picking up on. A revisiting of like the high 30s, low 40s price levels. Is that correct? Whoa, clear kinetics. It's gonna do some more sideways movement. It looks like back and forth, but it's gonna revisit a crest in the midst of that. That was a past opportunity. This is the all-time chart, just to be clear. Yeah, so we should see. Yeah, there's a sharp dip approaching. When you pick up on or when you see a sharp dip in this stock, that's an opportunity to open up a long position. Yeah. And then I'd hold that to like probably $40, $39, $40. Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for pointing that out. I've been looking for a straight play on AI. And there's a lot about AI. So it could be a pure play on AI and only be a piece of AI too. So I'm gonna look into it. But in any regard, it looks like it revisits those highs at some point. Um, that's on like on the $40 range is like a long term hold kind of basis, to be clear. But I'd see this stock going to 15, $20 in not too distant future. In March, it looks like. Yeah, but there's going to be a sharp dip. We're kind of coming up on a top here. I like this. I would buy this stock probably around probably around 550. I'd buy half of a position around 550 ish, and then if we went lower down to like the 480s or even the like 460s, if we went into the fours, I'd buy the other half of the position somewhere around there, around like 460 ish. Yeah, Raymond, it is. It's looking pretty much up and down. So, well, I think we probably come out of a decline in the pre-market, and then there's a fast sudden move higher out of the low to reach for very likely this price level here. Hermes, you want to go down? Come here, buddy. You're a good boy. We're gonna go for a walk soon, okay? You're a good boy. You feeling better? Oh, thank you. I love you too. Go down on the floor, okay, buddy? You're a good boy. Um, See, the Ace of Cups is another difficult card to read in that position. But the new way of reading, my sense is that we may open up like slightly higher and then decline pretty notably. But we should come back to roughly this price level here, which is the science price level now, as notated here, right? We should see it again. So out of a decline, there's a fast sudden move higher. And then there's an opportunity to open up a short position or protection here midday before a reversal near overbought territory. The rally could continue into the afternoon. It's possible based on what I'm seeing overall. But if it did, there would be a notable decline either in the last hour or overnight. And I think there's probably a significant drop here, guys. Because when we look at the 1 month, sorry, I got something in my ear. The Invocation of Solomon. It's a good one, guys. I do it. I say that before a lot of my readings. That looks bullish. Year to date, that looks pretty bullish. Hold on. We are at the top of a range here on a longer term basis. Not so bullish actually, based on that. We might see like the 60s again, or we might just have a big drop. But we might see the 60s again before we drop. Let me see. Or we are in the 60s, but I mean like the high 60s. Uh, there's a decision of some sort, an agreement between two leaders, or a decision that's going to impact this company in a negative way in the near future, and send the stock lower. And then it'll come back from that. It'll do some like sideways price swings. I don't think we'll see those highs again actually, anytime soon. Or I should say we won't see like a lot higher than them, I should say. Oh, the crypto. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize the time, guys. I've got to roll, but I'll put this one on the list. It's way past 4. I gotta roll, guys. I'm so sorry.